a little restaurant in Ireland. Lots of jazz musicians in the place. Dizzy Gillespie wanders in, everybody knows it's him. Everybody knows his face. Dizzy walks right over to our table. There's lots of folks that he is glad to see. Dizzy says hello to everybody in the restaurant, except for me. He does not recognize me. He never does, he never has. He thinks that maybe I'm somebody's agent, or a dentist who is really into jazz. But I've worked with Diz on numerous occasions. We've played together 3 times at Carnegie Hall. But in this little restaurant in Ireland, I'm the one that Dizzy can't recall. I know he knows a lot of people. His social life is most complex. Every year he sees 1,000,000 faces. The entire world is on his Rolodex. Oh, we all take so much pride in knowing Dizzy. Having him know you must be so fine. How well I know the name John Burks Gillespie. If only John Burks could remember mine. Myself have met a lot of people whose names I sometimes can't recall, and I can sense their disappointment when I don't remember them at all. They say, come on, Jay, we met in San Francisco. How could you possibly forget? So I smile at them meekly. They get angry and upset. But I've worked with Diz on numerous occasions. We've played together on a TV show. But here in front of all these people, I want to impress. Dizzy doesn't say hello. I'm the one that Dizzy doesn't know. Dizzy doesn't say hello.
Boom. Well, let me turn off the air purifier. Although I'm sure you like it. We have several of these around the house. EPA filters. Excuse me. Good evening, y'all. Good evening. When last we met, everybody's good, so I'll play some John Weber tonight too. Good. I had last we met, I had got a splinter in my finger, and this morning, Dr. Donna Leonhart, carefully, it wasn't a splinter, it was a little teeny metallic shard, just a little piece of, man, I don't know how she just poked around with the tweezers and got it. But now she put some stuff on my finger to keep it from getting infected, which is certainly a good idea, and 2 Band-Aids, and I shan't be playing the bass this evening, because I can't really, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I just want to not play the bass tonight. I'm not going to mess with that. So, as I was sitting down, I was looking at songs to play, and I saw Galaxies and Planets, which is this album cover, which you see on the over here. Something clicking. Something is clicking. I don't like that. When that happens, what would be clicking? Can you hear that clicking? I certainly can. I don't like that. Let's see if I can. No. Where's that coming from? Where is that? Oh, sorry. The old echo machine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the. Anyway, maybe you're not hearing it, but I'm hearing a distinct revolving machine. Going tick, 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 tick. I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, I'm not going to play the bass tonight. It's in your earphones. I don't hear it. Good. Good. It's somewhere in the headsets. I wonder what the problem could be. I wonder if I turned it off. Just turn the mixer off and on. It might go away. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to turn it off. You shan't hear a thing, and then I'll turn it back on. It will be all right. It's still there. Oh, it's not even coming from the mixer. Maybe it's coming from my telephone. Hello? It's something mechanical around here. Okay, that's what it is. The cable is picking up something. The headphone cable is picking up something, I think. I used to occasionally work out at Montauk, where they have that big radar scope that on the edge of the island, tip of the island, and you'd be playing and using an amplifier bass, and every time the radar screen passed through, it would hit the bass strings, and the amplifier goes. So this is something similar to that. Of course, this could be Havana syndrome. Did you consult Dr. Hackenbush for your finger? Yes. Dr. Hackenbush. No, I didn't. I consulted Dr. Leonhart, and she just very nimbly, gently took a pair of very fine tweezers and poked around where the pain was, and just, boom, got it. Because whatever was there is gone. But we'll play the bass. We'll get back to the bass tomorrow. I found this album that I never really paid much attention to, that I did for, I guess it was for Sons of Sound. And that was a record label that came and went. And I was just listening to it tonight. It's got a lot of nice stuff on it. And let me play another one. Here's a couple of nice ones. Listen to this one. Let's start it over. So
If you really want to
yes.
If you really want to cause some trouble, if you really want to cause some pain, then simply go down to your local airport and try to put a bass aboard a plane. The trouble starts as you approach the terminal. You won't find a red cap anywhere, 'cause once they see the massive case in which you've packed your massive bass, they disappear into thin air. So you take the bass up to the ticket counter and then let out a big sigh of relief. But the ticket lady looks at you in horror. She stares at you in disbelief. She says, "That will never fit aboard an airplane. It's just too large, it's just too big." You thank her, but she does not think you're funny. To her, you're just another sexist pig. So she panics and she calls her supervisor, who sees the bass and goes into a swoon. The ticket they decide on for the plane you want to ride on costs more than a ticket to the moon. Now this is not the time for getting angry. This is not the time to cause a scene. This is when you must turn into Gandhi, suddenly so passive and serene. Or better yet, be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Use the Force to get them into line.
Tell them, do not worry about the bass, it will be no problem. Let the bass pass through, it will be fine.
But sometimes you just cannot persuade them. Sometimes you simply will not win. They seem to lose their smiles when confronted with bass vials. They only see your bass using up their precious space. They run up and down the halls. They start making frantic calls, start spouting geysers and calling supervisors. They lose all perspective, start hurling invective. They get pessimistic, sarcastic, sadistic. They start sprouting rules. They start to blow their cools. You try to calm them down, but they only fret and frown. They get rigid and so firm. They start to writhe and squirm. They don't want to move 'cause you're bumming out their groove. They frown and they fret, but they get so darned upset and finally give in. So if you really want to cause some trouble, if you really want to drive some folks insane, then simply go down to your local airport and try to put a bass aboard a plane. Put a bass aboard a plane.
What do I do?
You say that you're leaving.
No, we're going to stop that. I want to just say goodnight. Stop. There you go. Yes,
You say that you're leaving.
Stop. You stop. I'm doing this so that YouTube will see that I really do have a lot of music that I play, that I don't always just play Frank Sinatra and whoever they object to playing, so they can, I own all these records now. For one way or the other, I got them all back, got the rights to them and the copyrights and everything. So when they say, "You're playing," no, I'm playing my own music. And say, "You see my pretty pictures up there?" So we have to, you see, I see one of these. How do you spell rehabilitate? Rehabilitated. I don't think of it. Bill. I'm trying to just write a message in there. I'm no longer a copyright criminal. I will play my own music and play some music of other people, sneak a few songs in. Like this next time, let's play some Weber. Let's build a little Weber scene. Tell you what I'll do. I'll use this page so we don't lose. No, there's Carolyn. I was going. Well, I'll play one of her songs because I want you to hear the song anyway. I put this up here. This is a good song. I like the way that she did this song.
Secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. Since we're on our way down, might as well enjoy the ride. Secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. 'Cause anyone knows that love is the only rule. Since we're only here for a while, we might as well show some style. Give us a smile. Isn't it a lovely ride? Sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. Planets are spinning through space. Smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race. Some kind of lovely ride. I'll be sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? See me sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. Just a lovely ride. Secret of life is enjoying the passage of time.
See time passing. Oh, nice time passing. Nice little interlude. Yep, that's a nice record. Now what do? I need to get a picture of John Weber in here. So excuse me, I'm going to go look for a picture of John Weber. I'm sure I have many. And then we're going to play some John Weber in a little while. Where do I look? I look in pictures or people. No, I look in the library. Then I look in people. And then I look in JON, and I see John Weber. There's a nice picture of John Weber. There's a good one. Look at this. So we'll put him there. We'll just bid a fond farewell to Jay, but I'm going to stay in the field at Verizon Park. Then we're going to switch over. We're going to go back to iTunes, and we're going to go to John Weber, and we're going to go... What are we going to do? Well, I'll do my favorite one, because I always need to listen to it, to study it. My favorite John Weber piece. Wait a minute, I missed the beginning. Yes. Yes, they love that one. I'm always drunk in San Francisco. I was looking up some lyrics. I always stay out of my mind. But if you've been to San Francisco, they always say things like this go on all the time. It never happens nowhere else. Maybe it's in the air. Can't ever seem to help myself, and what's more, I don't care. I'm always drunk in San Francisco. I'm never feeling any pain. But tell me, why does San Francisco, like a lover's kiss, go straight to my brain? I guess it's just the mood I'm in, that acts like alcohol because I'm drunk in San Francisco. You better believe I say stoned in San Francisco. I'm always drunk in San Francisco, and I don't drink at all. Well, that's really kind of nice lyric. It says by Carmen McRae. I can't. Did she really write that, or did she sing it? I'm always done lyrics, Carmen McRae. No. I'm always drunk in San Francisco. Performed by Nancy Wilson from the album Welcome to My Love. I'm always drunk in the Stanley Turner. Who wrote it? I'm always drunk. Let's see. Who wrote this song? Artist. Boy, they're not giving any credit for this song. Paydayville. No. Anybody know anything about this? I don't know. Yeah, John. All chat. I want all chat. No splinters in his fingers. No, man. Tell you what I'm going to do, just for the hell of it. I'm going to take this this picture here, the Verizon Tower. As much as I love that picture, I'm going to have to get rid of it. Yes, thank you. Take my picture and raise the screen a little bit, which is called video capture. Hi, John. And then I'm going to go back, just finger the base a little bit, see how it feels. With the Band-Aid on, of course. I'm not taking the Band-Aid off. Dr. Leonhart would have me, she'd have me strung up. No pain, there's nothing hurting. What's surprising is, even with the Band-Aid on, I don't hear the difference. That's not much of a compliment to myself. Don't know how it goes. I hadn't thought about it. Something mysterious about that song. I don't know where the bridge goes by my ear. I can't quite tell where it goes. nicely, I'll tell you this. My finger doesn't hurt. She got it. She got it. Good for Dr. Leonhart. Yes, indeedy duty. I'm not going to try it anymore, though. Written by W.C. Fields. I get it, Bill. I get it. A man and his tower are soon parted. That's why they call them Band-Aids. They help the band members when they get a stuff in their fingers. Oh. Oh. It's about 1964. It was a cannonball recorded. Killed it. Stanley Tuner. Yes. Tom Wolfe wrote it about 1964. And Cannonball recorded it first. Nancy Wilson killed it. Yeah, well, Stanley Turrentine as well. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I saw that when I looked it up. I'm always drunk. I'm going to listen to this, to Nancy's version of it. I may have played it with her. I played with Nancy Wilson in, very early on, 1961, when just after she had recorded her album. Yeah, John. Let's play more Weber. It's time for more Weber. Really is. It's just so pretty. And John never bills me for these plays. He just, here's one we haven't heard. I don't think we heard this one before. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. It's the seventh. It's the seventh fader. Let's see. Have we heard this one before? Between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea? I don't think we have. key is this now, John? In between, right. D flat, wow. Right. Right, you went to F. Right, that's right. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, we're going to put a little pause on that. Skip, we're going to pause that. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Dizzy? I was thinking something. I was thinking how hard I worked yesterday. We got to the house we got up at like 6 o'clock and just worked all day, moving, deciding, doing, thising, thating, because we decided we weren't going to hire a mover again this time. And we shouldn't have, because we had a lot of decisions to make about all kinds of stuff in the house. And we made them. And here we are. And we're just both taking it easy today, although Donna didn't take it easy. She removed my splinter, and then she took a couple of boxes. We got more stuff around the apartment, but we're getting rid of it because Carolyn moved in. She brought all her stuff here, and she wanted to make it, and we brought stuff. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. My friend Alex Leonhart called me up today with another gig. I'm telling you, this man rustles up those gigs. A piano player from Staten Island, good piano player. And the thing is, if he would put out an album, I would play it. I could play it. He's a really good piano player. And Al Gaffa, I don't know if you know Al Gaffa. Bill, I know you know Al Gaffa. But he's a great guitar player, a wonderful musician, a great guitar player. Was Dizzy Gillespie's musical director for 4 years. Was just Dizzy, no, was he the director? I guess Dizzy was a director, but bass, drums, guitar, and Dizzy, and that was it for 4 years. That was the group, but they never recorded. They never. Good, Alex is swell. Yes, he is. Oh, right. He worked there. I didn't meet Al Gaffa till I played a little bit with him, I guess. So I started working with this fellow Alex Leonhart, who put a trio together with me and Al Gaffa, and he just gets these nice gigs, and he's calling it the Sutton Place Trio. I said, "Is that not perhaps a little pretentious?" He said, "No. So I want you to know I'm a member of the Sutton Place Trio, me and Al. Helmer Listel Helmnes. Helmer Listel Helmnes. Now where's that picture I had of Elmer? Had a nice picture of Helmer. Here it is. Da-da! Dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee! Dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee! What happened? Oh, here it is. Ba-ba! Hi, Helmer. Helmer hard at work. Practicing foot bass. Helmer, do you have any music? Send me some music so we can play it. Come on, man. Yes, he did. I was part of that. And he's playing keeps improving and leaps and bounds too. You know, the last time I played with him, he sounded better than ever. Really sounded good. How the Helmer are you, Helmer? Listel. Listol Emnes. Elmer Listol Emnes. That's right. And you have to sit in the back, and you don't get the prizes that are under the seats in the front. Better play something else. Can't think of anything to talk about here. I slept all day. No, I didn't, but I slept most of the day. I slept a lot today. It's good. What's this? J Life on the Road. Let's see what's in there. J Life on the Road. Where? There's nothing in there.
Woke up one morning in a gray and cold motel room. Did not know where I was at all. Took a while for I could remember. It was the 13th of September, and outside was the first cold day of fall. I worked late last night. The party went to 5 a.m. I must have played the same songs 50 times. The people had the time of their lives. The men all danced with each other's wives. Bartenders poured their drinks and squeezed their limes. And we play society music, oh, society music. Play the songs the people want to hear. Old step, new step, a foxtrot and a two-step, all the songs of yesteryear. The party comes to order. Start off with Cole Porter. The people dance, they're never shy. High society dancing, it's like thoroughbred horses prancing around the ring to catch the judge's eye. The ladies in the latest fashion, the men conceal their passion. They drink and they dance the night away. The music's fast and cheerful. The men and women, they whisper earfuls, but somehow I never hear a word they say. 'Cause I'm so busy with society music. Oh, society music. Play the songs that people want to hear. The ladies in the latest gowns, the men all make the rounds to the songs of yesteryear. The evening drags on by, you get so tired that you could cry. You cannot wait to climb down off that stand. Finally comes the dawn, the trumpet player's chops are gone. It's time to close that Steinway Grand. It's time to go home, but I'm too tired to roam. I've got to find myself a motel and go to bed. So I find myself a place, lock the car, grab my bass, and I go inside, lay down my weary head. And I dream about society music, oh, society music. Play the songs that people want to hear. Dream about the party and the fancy trimming. Dream about all those dancing women and the songs of yesteryear. Dream about the rich people and their riches. Dream about all those fancy songs of yesteryear. All the songs of yesteryear.
That song is no longer politically proper. That's I just realized that. People lose governorships for talking like that. Oh well. I think I should. If I ever do that song, get up that too. Dream about the rich. No, well, I'll find some other lines. At the end of the one song I did tonight, I heard all kinds of stuff I'd never heard before, that I had never even thought about. At the end of what is it? Galaxies and Planets. Where's Galaxies? At the end of one of these songs, I totally forgot. I forgot which song it is. I have to listen to the whole thing again to remember what song it was. But I had a lot of codas and stuff on the end that I had never. Sorry, excuse me, I'm still tired. Still tired. Society music. Society music. That was played. I did that with the Mike Carney Orchestra. This was in the 70s. And we went out there, went out to Long Island, to West Hampton, started playing at 8 o'clock and ended when the sun came up. And that guy just kept playing that piano, and that trumpet player just kept playing that trumpet. And I just kept playing that bass and the drum. Everybody was exhausted. It was torture. That's that joke about going to hell and joining a big band. And the big band's great. It's just great. They're rehearsing, they're playing, their band's playing such a groove and chart. And they play one after another. And finally, one of the trumpet players looks at the other and says, when do we get a break? The guy says, never. You've all heard that one. Okay. You played Mr. Frankenstein. Have you heard Mr. Frankenstein, Helmer? Because, it's not going to be in the movie now, so don't be disappointed when you go to the movie. We're going to do other things with it. We're going to, I don't know what we're going to do with it. But, sorry, John. It's not going to be in the movie anymore. It's going to be an individual song, and it's going to be promoted by a record company. A record company has it and wants to promote it. So, and then at some point, tell you what we'll do. I'm just going to put, let me see, put Frankenstein behind Elmer, behind John. John deserves first billing. Although Frankenstein. There you go. The big four. Helmer, John, Frankenstein, and me. There you go. You can't beat a quartet like that. Down by the old mill stream is where I first met you. I belonged to a barbershop quartet. I was a member of SPEBSQSA, Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America, SPEBSQA. Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Singing in America. And I used to sing. It was fun. Sweet, sweet roses of morn. Da-da-da-da-da-dee-da-da-dee. Sweet, sweet roses of morn. Roses of something, yarn. Roses of someplace. Anyway. Thank you, Stephen. And write a message to them and tell them why exactly you're not going to see the movie anymore. You really thought you were going to see it, but not now. So they lose your $14 or whatever the hell it is. Oh, I was looking forward to quietly collecting residuals for that for a long time. But that won't be, none of that. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. 1% of a movie, it can be meaningful if it runs for a long time. Bingo. It comes, it goes. I will totally boycott this lame film. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's all we need in this world is people boycotting lame films. All right, I'm getting hungry. I am. So what we're going to do is just go back to scene 1, see what's up there. That's Carolyn. Excuse me, Carolyn, I'm going to take your picture off. I hate to do this. And everybody hates to see this. And let's put up something. Oh, never mind. We'll put it back up. It's too pretty. Put it there. And we'll play something else. Let me see. I'm going to play this. Joe Beck wrote this when I was down in the Amish country just looking out at the farms. There's nothing going on.
The cornfield sits serenely neath the hot and hazy sun. Corn stalks almost 3 feet high say summer has begun. The only sound around is of a distant rooster crowing, while everything is busy growing.
Joe's playing bass and guitar.
People like me always seem to take
bass.
this stuff for granted.
Playing the bass notes on the guitar.
But everything out here has been meticulously planted.
Nice.
Right now there's not a soul in sight, and this can be disarming. But this is farmers farming. In spring the farmers plow and sow, they harvest in the fall. Every day they rise at 4 a.m. and await the rooster's call. And now the corn grows peacefully in rows so neat and green, and all is so serene. A farmhouse in the distance sits shaded by the trees. It's probably cooler in that house by more than 10 degrees. The world is turning slowly, the quiet is alarming. But this is farmers farming. This is farmers farming. This is farmers farming. It's been over 30 years since I overcame my fears, packed my bags and moved to New York City. Found myself a little place just room for me and my bass, no time to wallow in self-pity. So I go to Jim and Andy's bar, you know, that's where all the musicians are. Give Lady Luck a little nudge. I open the door and I walk in. Right away luck does begin, 'cause on that day I run into the judge. No sooner am I in the place when I'm standing face to face with one of the great legends of our land. I start getting very nervous. What did I do to deserve this? A feeling that I think you'd understand. No hidden motivations lurk. The judge knows that I need to work. He knows the hungry look of a beginner. So we talk for a little while until I see the judge's smile, and he invites me out the house to dinner. Out the house to dinner. So I call on a telephone. A woman by the name of Mona answers and says Sunday would be fine. So merrily to Queens I trudge for dinner with Mona and the judge. I'm laden down with flowers, gifts, and wine. Naturally, I'm right on time, and Mona's dinner is sublime. Real home cooking, yes, the genuine stuff. So after dinner, I play the bass. A stern look on the judge's face. After 3 notes, he says, "Thank you, but that's enough." Oh no, I failed my first audition in my quest for a position, just some place in New York I could play. I didn't need anything real big, I just wanted a simple gig. I didn't really care what it might pay. So I say goodnight to Milton, Mona. Once again I'm all alone, a young man with those great big city blues. But next week it's the strangest thing. My telephone begins to ring with gigs for me. Such wonderful news. He helped me so when I got started, such wise counsel he imparted, and he taught my telephone to ring. And there's simply no debating that he helped my credit rating, in itself a monumental thing. Perhaps I need a new perspective, lenses just a bit corrective, but to me, the judge stands 10 feet tall. From the primordial slime and sludge occasionally evolves a judge to help us find some meaning in it all. He's shown me how to lead my life, how to deal with stress and strife, living with a minimum of fuss. He shows us how to lead our lives. He shows us how to take care of our wives while they in fact are taking care of us. Amazing that a jazz musician should achieve such a position where he is beheld a national treasure. But before the birth of Branford and Winton, I was friends with Milton Hinton, a fact I note with great pride and great pleasure. Another birthday comes and goes, but on the judge it never shows. He must have friends in higher places. Or maybe it's just because he's wise and gets a lot of exercise, chasing trains and planes and lugging bases. So here I stand before you folks. I'll spare you all my corny jokes. I'll just play the bass and sing. But from this stage I will not budge until I get to tell the judge, we love you, Judge, and thanks for everything. You make every rhythm section swing. We love you, Judge, and thanks for everything. I've always known that I wanted to get closer to you. Do you think that maybe there is a small chance that this could happen? Please don't lie, 'cause if it doesn't happen, I won't die. It's just that I know I could wait forever if it seems even possible that you might give in. But do not worry about me, I am a survivor, maybe not a thriver, but somehow I manage, still it isn't pretty. I think about you only, wallow in self-pity. I get very lonely, still I am able to make sense of it. Don't ask how. So I'll cool it, perhaps I'll even try to struggle on without you, bumble on without you. Take it easy, just let the world keep spinning and keep hoping you will come around. Or maybe I will just face facts and stop all that scheming, dreaming, trying to knock your head over heels when it is quite clear how you feel. Guess I lack a certain sex appeal, but who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Woe is me. So I'll cool it, perhaps I'll even try to struggle on without you, fumble on without you. Take it easy, just let the world keep spinning and keep hoping you will come around. Or maybe I will just face facts and stop all this scheming, dreaming, trying to knock your head over heels when it is quite clear how you feel. Guess I lack a certain sex appeal, but who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Woe is me. It's a challenge, it's a feat, but a responsibility we meet. Something that New Yorkers must see through. It's a drag, it's a pain, but a fact of life so very plain. Something that we simply have to do. As the garbage must be schlepped, so the streets they must be swept. From the west side to the FDR. So at the crack of dawn, the alarm clock switches on. You get up, get dressed, go down and move the car. Every morning at 8 o'clock, every auto on the block must vacate the chosen side. Then the sweeper passes by, the dirt and dust do fly. We sit and watch and nearly burst with civic pride. But you've double parked your car, and you must not wander far, 'cause someone who you're blocking in may find he must get out, get out. And if they can't locate you, they quickly come to hate you. A little slice of life you're better off without. Just take a taxi, limousine, or rent a hearse. And if you're fearless in the brain, well, you'll take a subway train. Just hold on to your bag, your money, wallet, and your purse. Oh, our whole lives we are spending in this ritual unending. 'Cause we're New Yorkers to the core, to the core. Every morning bleary-eyed, we move our cars from side to side, as we will forevermore. To our cars we gaily prance, just to do the daily dance, as we will forevermore. In a little restaurant in Ireland, lots of jazz musicians in the place. Dizzy Gillespie wanders in, everybody knows it's him. Everybody knows his face. Dizzy walks right over to our table. There's lots of folks that he is glad to see. Dizzy says hello to everybody in the restaurant, except for me. He does not recognize me. He never does, he never has. He thinks that maybe I'm somebody's agent, or a dentist who is really into jazz. But I've worked with Diz on numerous occasions. We've played together 3 times at Carnegie Hall. But in this little restaurant in Ireland, I'm the one that Dizzy can't recall. I know he knows a lot of people. His social life is most complex. Every year he sees a million faces. The entire world is on his Rolodex. Oh, we all take so much pride in knowing Dizzy. Having him know you must be so fine. How well I know the name John Burks Gillespie. If only John Burks could remember mine. I myself have met a lot of people whose names I sometimes can't recall, and I can sense their disappointment when I don't remember them at all. They say, come on, Jay, we met in San Francisco. How could you possibly forget? So I smile at them meekly. They get angry and upset, but I've worked with Diz on numerous occasions. We've played together on a TV show, but here in front of all these people I want to impress. Dizzy doesn't say hello. I'm the one that Dizzy doesn't know. Dizzy doesn't say hello. If you really want to cause some trouble, if you really want to cause some pain, then simply go down to your local airport and try to put a base aboard a plane. The trouble starts as you approach the terminal. You won't find a red cap anywhere, 'cause once they see the massive case in which you've packed your massive base, they disappear into thin air. So you take the base up to the ticket counter and then let out a big sigh of relief. But the ticket lady looks at you in horror. She stares at you in disbelief. She says, "That will never fit aboard an airplane. It's just too large, it's just too big." You thank her, but she does not think you're funny. To her, you're just another sexist pig. So she panics and she calls her supervisor, who sees the base and goes into a swoon. The ticket they decide on for the plane you want to ride on costs more than a ticket to the moon. Now this is not the time for getting angry. This is not the time to cause a scene. This is when you must turn into Gandhi, suddenly so passive and serene. Or better yet, be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Use the Force to get them into line.
Tell them, do not worry about the base, it will be no problem. Let the base pass through, it will be fine.
But sometimes you just cannot persuade them. Sometimes you simply will not win. They seem to lose their smiles when confronted with base vials. They only see your base using up their precious space. They run up and down the halls. They start making frantic calls, start spouting geysers and calling supervisors. They lose all perspective, start hurling invective. They get pessimistic, sarcastic, sadistic. They start sprouting rules. They start to blow their cools. You try to calm them down, but they only fret and frown. They get rigid and so firm. They start to writhe and squirm. They don't want to move 'cause you're bumming out their groove. They frown and they fret, but they get so darned upset and finally give in. So if you really want to cause some trouble, if you really want to drive some folks insane, then simply go down to your local airport and try to put a base aboard a plane. Put a base aboard a plane. You say that you're leaving, you're going away. You're not make-believing, you mean what you say. I guess I should be grieving and begging you to stay. But seeing is believing, today's the day. Well, baby, you might change your mind. Wait and see. A little twist of fate will leave you feeling like you own the world, and then you'll feel like coming back to me. But baby, I might change my mind. Wait and see. 'Cause maybe when you go, I'll get to liking being on my own, and I wanna keep on being free. I wanna keep on being free. It's been coming for some time now. It's been in the air. It seems like the good times, they just aren't there. You used to love to hold me, but now you don't care. You say that you're leaving, but baby, beware. 'Cause baby, you might change your mind. Wait and see. A little twist of fate will leave you feeling like you own the world, and then you'll feel like coming back to me. But baby, I might change my mind. Wait and see, 'cause maybe when you go I'll get to liking being on my own. I'll call my belle, she'll come by, unplug the telephone. I'll find that I can make it down that lonely road alone, and then I wanna keep on being free. Yes, I wanna keep on being free. Being free. I wanna keep on being free. Being free. I wanna keep on being free. Being free. Wanna keep on being free. Being free. Wanna keep on being free. 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 Wanna keep on being free. Wanna keep on being free. I wanna keep on being free. Here I am in customs, inexplicably detained. And from getting angry, I will have to be refrained. Yes, I've read the regulations. What could the problem be? Why, oh why are you detaining me? Okay, perhaps I did pick up a couple things abroad, but this kind of harassment really ought to be outlawed. You're making such a big deal over minuscule details. So much fuss about a box of snails. Yes, I have been in Nairobi raising sheep and cattle. Yes, I read the regulations, all that pointless prattle. But so much fuss and bother about a bag of soil. Frankly, you are making my blood boil. I've got 2 alligators from the hot Brazilian swamps, a testy little chimpanzee that screeches, bites, and stomps, an otter from the Maldives, a goat from Kathmandu, a cockroach from a hut in Timbuktu, a little baby llama from the mountains of Tibet, 6 or 7 ostrich eggs that have not hatched quite yet, mosquitoes from Botswana, a parrot from Peru, and you won't let me through. You confiscate my passport, now that is such a drag. Just because you found a couple earthworms in my bag. I've read the regulations, what could the problem be? Why, oh why are you detaining me? Now you're getting all upset, I do not understand. This is just a Paraguayan pigeon perching on my hand. These are just some monkey droppings I found in Zaire. And now you won't come near. You want to check my briefcase? Go ahead now, please. What are those? Nothing. Persian bugs and fleas. A little Irish whiskey, some camembert from France, turtles, killer bees, and fire ants. I bring back some souvenirs and you all get so frantic, like maybe I should toss them all right into the Atlantic. I've read the regulations, what could the problem be? Why, oh, why are you detaining me? Why, oh, 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 why are you detaining me? Darling, for you leave me, darling, for you go. There's a little something that I thought that you should know. My Uncle Henry passed away that crazy so and so. Put me in the will, and baby left me all the dough. So darling, don't be rash. You are walking out on lots of newfound cash. I know you want to leave me, I know it oh so well. You're tired of my attitude and all the lies I tell, but I swear my Uncle Henry had more cash than you would ever think. And he kept it stashed in coffee cans beneath the kitchen sink. So darling, don't be rash. You are walking out on lots of newfound cash. Now everybody said my Uncle Henry was bad luck, but I swear he had a trait in him just like Scrooge McDuck. He saved all his money, every nickel, every dime, and his money just kept growing all the time. So darling, for you leave me, darling, for you go. There's a little something that I thought that you should know. I'm gonna take the cash, give it all to you. That way you can have your cake and you can eat it too. So darling, don't be rash. You are walking out on lots of newfound cash. Everybody said my Uncle Henry was bad news, but he worked hard, saved his money, and always paid his dues. And he would not spend it, of course. He was frugal as could be. He passed away and left it all to me. Darling, for you leave me, darling, for you go. There's a little something that I thought that you should know. I'm gonna take the cash, give it all to you. That way you can have your cake and you can eat it too. Of course, once again you would be free to hang around and spend it all on me. Oh baby, don't be rash. You're walking out on lots of newfound, baby. I am not messing around. You're walking out on lots of newfound cash. Cash. Cash.
You say you got her number. You say you are so smart. Well, don't say I did not warn you, friend, 'cause she's gonna break your heart. You say that I don't scare you. You're as brave as you could be. Well, she'll have you howling like a dog in the kennel. Just you wait and see. 'Cause she's mean, mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. Your heart just loves to wander. Your heart just loves to roam. Well, just like General Custer and his boys, you're gonna wish that you'd never left home.
Okay.
You say that I don't scare you. You say, what is the fuss? But she'll have you feeling like a poor little beagle run over by a Greyhound bus.